Only 6 minutes late. Not too bad.
Yeah, traffic will get you.
Yeah.
Dude,
Give it a. What's up?
so yesterday for our fantasy football draft order,
Yeah.
we determined it by every team got an MLB team yesterday. And whatever team scored the most runs was the first pick. And then
Oh.
runs was the last pick. So I had the Dodgers at Coors Field against like a 7 ERA guy. They put up
Yeah.
3 runs. I thought I was gonna have the first overall pick, but I got fucked.
Who did it end up being? Who did well?
The Rockies were the
Oh,
first overall pick against Shohei.
that's insane.
I
High
know.
risk, high reward, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we are here with one of the founders of Doink Sports, Bridge. Bridge, how you doing today?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. Just ready to showcase what you guys have been working on.
Excited, bro.
Yeah, so I guess we can just kind of jump in. We can go game by game here. And if there's anything you want me to stop and look at and reference, let's do it. We got athletics at Twins. Actually, starting off here in the next hour, they'll be going. We got Jack Perkins versus Jose Urania, and I actually put out a post this morning. This guy has quite literally been on every major league roster at some point. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like his headshot, like uniform, will never match.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. He's got the Rangers, and he's on the Twins. So I think he was on the Marlins at one point. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, 4 starts this year.
Yeah, 4 starts. I mean, the good news is we've got the confirmed lineups in, so we can kind of look at that. Is there anything you wanna dive in and look at here?
This game, not too much. What I do like to do on this game overview page is look at the batter versus pitcher pretty easily for the roster.
Yeah.
And then with the new beta, we can put their home run odds next to them or their hits or whatever. So I like to go home runs and batter versus pitcher, just see any historical bombs. None for the A's, but some decent numbers.
Yeah. We got Lawrence Butler 3 for 5, Brent Rooker 3 for 7. Yeah, not a ton of data there. Small sample. I guess we could look at it on the other side here. Well, this guy's a rookie, so he's not going to have much data there. But yeah, I love the new this you can pick anything, hits, Ks, bases. This is great. And so this will spit out the best odds, right?
Yeah, it'll find kind of the main line. So base is usually 1.5, and then whatever book you got, we'll find the best odds there. And then if you click it right there,
right here.
Yeah, just click that. We added bet tracking, so we probably don't want to track this bet, but we'll find you can shop whatever odds you want. Select what your book. If you want, you can add a little comment like this is a lock or whatever, and then save it, and then that'll be saved on your Doink account.
Lock. All right. From Doink founder. All right, listen.
What even is this? Butler total bases? Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's great.
Once we find some locks, we'll have you sign in and we'll track them, and then tomorrow we'll grade all the bets for you, and you can see if you got pounded or if you pounded the books.
Yeah. So do I need to log into it?
Yeah, go ahead, log in.
All right. I'm gonna get some text messages here.
Doxing yourself.
It is what it is. I was actually logged in prior, but I had to make some changes, so I forgot it logged me out. All right. Easy enough to log in. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it from this game. I don't think there's enough data for this Jack Perkins guy to really get any good indication. Just 33 innings pitched this year.
I agree. I think it's a big enough slate. I did like this next game.
Okay. Yeah, let's jump into it. All right.
We have Corbin.
Woo!
Straight
goes to Patrick Corbin. There was actually a tweet put out that had his ERA in different presidential administrations today. Just kind of shows you how long he's been around.
The Obama era? No way.
Yeah, he's been around. Yeah, I think it was Obama, and it showed all the way in administrations to the Trump administration this
Oh,
term. So, yeah, he's been oddly halfway decent this season, but I just don't trust it. Um, given what he's been for the last 5 or 6 years, he's just been a guy you attack every single time he's out.
yep. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to target some Royals hitters. We do have wind blowing in, but I'm
Yeah.
not too worried. 8 miles an hour.
Yeah, wind's blowing in a little bit. Temperature's good. It's still warm out there in Kansas City. Kansas City Kauffman Stadium is a big doubles ballpark. Um, home runs aren't aplenty there anyways. You're really looking to target more bases here.
Okay.
Um, let's kind of see. Let's filter it by bases and kind of see what we got. And let's do
Okay.
against Corbin. So we got some pretty good historical data here, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, I would be fine taking anybody in the top, either Garcia, Witt, which seems like that might be a good play on Prize Picks today for DFS states like I'm in.
Yeah. How about, so if you click that gear
Yeah.
next to versus Corbin, let's show the bottom hard hit percent.
Okay.
There's a good amount of data here.
Oh, that's awesome. So this is hard hit percentage.
Yes. So they're barreling him and hitting it hard.
Wow. Okay, that's great. Yeah. So you just go to the cog here, and you can kind of select the tabs you want to see.
Yep.
Even toggle on ISO. Okay, that's great. Great.
So 4 for 8, 4 for 8, 6 for 16, Jonathan India.
Yeah, that's some deep sample size there. Just a 14% barrel rate for India in his plate appearances.
Yeah.
One thing I do like here for Michael Garcia is in his 8 plate appearances, he hasn't struck out a single time against Corbin, so he's putting the ball in play. It'd be a nice little plus money play there at 110, plus
Yeah.
110 on DraftKings there. But I don't think you can ever go wrong playing Bobby Witt.
No. You want to dive into some of these guys?
Yeah. Let's do Garcia here.
Okay.
Let's just take a look.
So his prop analysis will show you kind of his breakdown. You can either scroll through the game or you can go player by player here.
Yeah.
I love this view. I mean,
this is great.
Look at that green on the right.
Oh yeah. So this will show against right-handed batters.
Yep.
Barrel rate, hard hit, K percentage. Love it. Yeah, Garcia hasn't really done anything that'll stand out to you too much, other than he's been walking a ton. How about at home? Anything different there? No. Let's look at the batter versus pitcher data here. See what we can see. Single home run, a hard fly out right there. Somebody was tilted right there. 378.
Oh my god.
And single, double, fly out. So I really like that you're seeing he's getting the ball up. Fly ball, line drives, especially in this ballpark, it's going to play up a bit.
Yep.
And so this new pitch analysis page is great. Color coded, lot easier to digest in my opinion.
Yeah. We spent some time to simplify batter versus pitcher and just kind of highlight what you need to know. So his pitcher's pitch mix versus righties, Garcia's pitch mix versus lefties, and then your barrel rates, your exit velos. So what do you see here?
Well, what's great for me in the tool is in the past you would have to go in and manually select against right-handers. You would have to manually select the year as well. This is already going to have it for you in this year. It's already going to filter it left hand for Garcia and against right-handed batters for Corbin. I absolutely love that. Really simplifies it, makes it a lot quicker.
Yeah. Okay. I see a lot of sinkers from Corbin.
Yeah.
And 36% are going for fly balls.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's throwing that sinker, and guys are batting 293 against it. 405 slug. Only a 112 ISO against that pitch, but again, we're not necessarily looking at home runs here.
Yeah.
Um, so and then Garcia against the sinker, 364 this season, pretty decent. Just one strikeout to the pitch as well. So I guess Corbin's mainly going to go sinker, slider, cutter are the main three that I would look at. So
Yep.
slider 500, batting 500 with 3 singles, 2 doubles. Obviously, it's an off-speed pitch, so you're going to see that K rate come up just a little bit. Seems like the fastball is what's getting him the most, and Corbin's not going to throw that a ton.
No, it's probably sitting at 91.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally like this. I like this look. We got a good barrel rate on the slider. Good exit velocity here. The fly ball rate's good on the sinker. Not necessarily hitting the slider super hard, but to me, if he sees a sinker or cutter today, he's got a good chance. Good chance of getting on base.
I like him getting on base. I like his bases. Maybe you could slide in a homer, but I do agree. Why not? You could even ladder bases. I don't know what kind of alt lines are going, but here we see his 1.5 is plus money. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And at plus 900 for a home run, and as you see, it just changed. So it changes live, right? This is the live best odd you can get.
Yeah. Yep.
That's really cool. So it was plus 900, just shifted to plus 850, and we saw that live right here on the screen. That's really cool.
Yeah, we always want to be showing you what you can bet on.
Yeah.
If an hour ago it was plus 1,000, who cares if you can't bet it now?
Exactly. Honestly, something that sticks out to me here is the plus 1750 for a triple.
Yeah.
And just if you wanted to throw like, $1 or $2 on something like that, that would be. I wonder, can you see how many triples he's hit
Against Corbin? I mean, we can go back to Garcia. If you just click Garcia's name, or if you could go to player props here, player props tab.
Oh, we can. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can just kind of see. We might show you triples on the total season.
He's hit 1 in the last 10. We could do it by season.
Yeah.
So this season he's hit 1 triple.
1. Okay.
We probably don't want to go there.
So here's what I like to do in this scenario. You see on the bottom right corner of your screen, the very bottom right, you can go right and click the 52.4%. So what this will do is it'll convert the odds into an implied probability.
Oh.
So at those odds for a triple, he needs to hit a triple at least 5.4% of the time to break even on that bet. But you see 1 out of 23, that's 4.3%. We're not there.
I like it.
Yeah. So those longer odds, it's nice to kind of break it down into how often does this guy have to do this for me to be breaking even on my bet. And sometimes you'll see, really positive EV plays in good spots based on these implied probabilities.
Yeah, the kind of tough to see all these here.
Yeah, let me reiterate, this is a beta.
Yeah, of course,
live yet. So there's a lot of shit wrong with the website, but we're trying to flush it all out in public.
Yeah.
Get you guys feedback on it, and we'll have this thing polished, ready to go for NFL for all of you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we can kind of see here that that's 56. So basically, this is saying he would need to hit this 56% of the time to be profitable. Is that what you're saying here on this one?
So, can you scroll down a little bit? Because I can't quite see what you're looking at.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forget about the webcam.
Exactly. So you're talking about the runs.
Runs, yeah, here. So
you'll see the Fliff odds are 52.4%. That's what you got to break, and he's hitting that at 56.5%. So that's like a 4% edge if you trust the season hit rate at 13 for 23, which it's all about the sample size here.
Gotcha.
Bigger numbers are always better. You always want to see more sample size, and then that percentage, that hit rate, is going to be more reliable.
Okay. So yeah, we see in the total bases we are getting that edge.
Yep.
there. So I think that would be a good look, and we had it at plus money there. So what do we need to do to add this to a bet to our slip?
So let's go ahead. Let's click the 1.5 odds. So we have some options here. First, I kind of want to look at the alt line at 2.5 because
Okay.
so he's doing that at 6 for 23 versus lefties, and we need to break even about 30% of the time. So the edge might not be there, but if you like it, you can take it. But if you go ahead and click that 1.5 again,
Okay.
and then track the bet,
Track it.
there we go. So we could go ahead and take it, link to it, or we can just kind of put a unit down, and then if you want, you can add a note, or you can just track it.
All right.
And now that's going to be saved to our slip. So up on the top right, well, yeah, so you can click that.
Click my bets here.
Yep. So your bets for the game. This is going to be tracked for you. And tomorrow you can go and see, all right, did it hit?
And you can toggle these back and forth, kind of see the applied odds and the actual book odds here, right?
Exactly.
Cool. Great.
All right. Garcia bases, love it. Let's find some more spots.
Any more from this game you want to dive into, or you want to move on to the next?
You see anything here?
Really, Garcia was the one that stuck out to me the most here. I try to, me personally, in my betting style, I try to stay away from just betting like chalk plays.
Yeah.
A lot of people are gonna be on Bobby Witt, 1.5 bases or what have you today, just because of the name, the matchup, and that sort of thing. So I try to find value elsewhere, but I'm never gonna fault anybody for taking Bobby Witt.
Okay. Are you an unders guy ever or strictly overs?
Um, I want to be more of an unders guy, but I mostly am overs. I hate betting rooting against somebody because I feel like as soon as I take an under on somebody, they have the game of their life.
I know. I hate watching any under, but
Yeah.
one of my favorite bets this season has been, why don't we check the hit rater? I'll show you what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So this is our hit rater. It exists on the current website, but we're cleaning up the UI, trying to make things easier to bet. But so I've been a big fan of under singles because for some reason it's close to even odds most of the time for a guy not to hit a single.
Yeah.
Depending on the guy. So these are more juiced, but we can sort by first the starting pitcher. We could sort by maybe just the season, 2025. Okay. There you go. See who has not been hitting singles. And there's a lot of guys. And then we could also add a filter. So that filter split button, maybe select first starting pitcher. And we'll see like only guys that have had at least, call it 3 games against the starting pitcher they're facing. So go ahead and save that.
All right.
So these are going to be guys who have been not hitting singles this season, and they have at least 3 matchups against their opposing starting pitcher, and we can see how often they go under singles. So there's some pretty good spots here at closer to even odds for some of these random guys.
Yeah. So which view do you like to look at? The viewer on here, or
I generally like to stick with the minus odds or American odds style,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
if I need to break down against the percent, I'll swap it and then I'll swap it back. But an important thing to call out on the hit rater here is you see the implied probability column.
Yes.
That's your break even percent. And then if the cell is green to the right, that means you're doing better than your implied probability. And if it's red, that means you're doing worse.
Okay.
So I see a full row of green on Tyrone Taylor to not hit a single, which is like the most random bet ever. But those are usually where you can find value.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as the name goes, it doesn't necessarily matter all that much, right? It's about the data and where you can kind of find that edge.
And I know you like to dive in from the hit rater. I think that's the best way to go. This is where you start off, find your greens, and then you could dive into analyzing versus lefty versus righty, batter versus pitcher, any stat you want. But I love this as a starting point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what if we just dive into Tyrone Taylor if you want to click him?
All right.
His analysis.
He is confirmed in the lineup today.
Confirmed hitting 7th for the Mets. He's obviously pretty ass, and that's good because we're betting an under singles. So I feel like if he gets a hit, it's probably going to be a single. That's the risk you run with a lot of these guys.
Right. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. You're seeing 2 singles here, a single there, a double, 1 single there. Just kind of scattered throughout.
Yeah, yeah, but the under singles bet is great because you have outs even if he hits the ball. You're just praying for him to get to second base.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It looks like the line actually just moved on this one because we had the -160. It looked like it moved to -150 on DraftKings. A little better number.
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
A little better number there. So he's 2 for 11 against Mackenzie Gore. So is there a way to get directly to the right here, batter versus pitcher?
Yeah,
We can kind of see double and a home run.
there you go.
Lots of strikeouts. We want to see a lot of these today. Yeah, double and a home run. Just an all or nothing type of guy, right? And the good thing is, well, so when you go back into the hit rater,
yeah, we should definitely keep those filters applied for when you come back.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So we don't have to re-enter them every single time.
Yeah, for sure.
We come back. But yeah, we can go ahead and do what we had here.
Well, I'm curious how you use the hit rater because I love learning how other people use our site because then we know how to.
Yeah. So what I typically do is I come in and I select my markets right away, like bases, hits, runs, RBIs. Which this is only batter side. We can now filter between batter and pitcher.
Right.
So for the batter side, this is typically where I go, and I'm a DFS guy based on where I'm located. So I'll often use these to find like fantasy score edges on Prize Picks, which books are not going to offer you fantasy score lines. So fantasy score is just individually priced through Prize Picks, so you can often find edges that way. But I'll do total bases, hits, runs, RBIs. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'll do for batters.
Okay.
I typically go like -160. It's kind of where I'll start.
I think you put in +160 here.
So I'll do -160. And then I just kind of play around with it, kind of look at the last 10 stuff. If you want to just look at overs, you can obviously select that. You kind of see you got Pedro Pages today, 0.5 bases, average book odds of like 127. You get a fixed odd on Prize Picks, 118. So you see that green across the board here. So that would kind of just lead me to kind of research the prop a little bit more.
Yeah.
Research the player, the team, the pitcher. It just kind of puts me on guys I wouldn't originally be on. I would never just say, yeah, I'm going to bet this guy today, without seeing something like this on the hit rater. He's 9 out of 10. This season, he's over 61% of the time. First pitcher hands 60% of the time. So, we could look at it if you want.
Hell yeah.
Obviously, that lineup hasn't come out yet. That game starts later today.
6:35. Yeah.
Yeah, 6:35 down here. Yeah, I was looking for the. Obviously, just pictures will be in there on the final site.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, this isn't going to tell you anything different than we just saw.
He's pretty hot.
Yeah, he's just swinging a hot bat right now. A lot of singles you're hitting. So even you could come in and if you wanted to just take a single at plus money. And we can look at it in your view you were talking about. So 40%, and he's at 46.6%.
Yep.
So we get a little bit of edge there. Take a single at plus money. I would just take the 0.5 basis on Prize Picks personally, because if we shop the line here, so how can I see all the lines?
So there's a couple
This
ways to do it. Why don't we go on the tab at the top right, and we're just talking about how to add the line shopping back in here. If you click that
okay?
that graph, you'll see how the line has moved.
Yeah.
But I'm more interested in his current odds. So get out of here, and then next to prop analysis tab, if you click his odds, now we can see
Across the
all
board.
across the market. So we were looking at his bases.
Yeah.
There
So
we
you're
go.
getting that fixed odd at minus 118 on Prize Picks, whereas most books you're looking at minus 135 to minus 127. I'm seeing here.
Yep, Pinnacle sharp at minus 130.
Yeah, absolutely. So this in itself could be somewhat of a plus EV play. Um,
I love it.
that's personally how I use the hit rater tool as well, is finding those plus EV plays. It's not a plus EV tool per se, but you can use it that way.
Absolutely.
So you can actually add them to your slips straight from this screen as well.
Yeah, we really made a point. Anywhere you see an odd, you can track it.
That's great. That's great. So we just click bet,
Yep.
and you know, and so as we track it, we just so you can't really get to it from here.
Top right, very top right. You'll see that ticket.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can. Yeah.
So here's your slip,
Nice.
and
So
that's what we're on.
now it's got our two plays. But yeah, the and like you said, once it's gonna say what we previously were inputted here.
Yeah, yeah. We'll
Okay.
restore filters.
Yeah. So you don't have to do it every time. And we can look at the pictures as well, just since we separated the tabs.
Yeah,
Now easier to digest. But for pitchers, I like to look at hits allowed, outs recorded, strikeouts recorded. Not a big earned runs guy, but I know some people are. And then let's redo our minus 160 again. Filter here. This guy is going to give up a million hits. I'm just kidding.
Urania. It's yeah. I do not feel like taking anything on him.
Well, I think your odds are priced here because he's not going to go super deep into the game. So I believe actually in his last outing he went like 17 outs, which is an outlier for him. Yeah, 17
Yep.
outs. But if you kind of see here, 3 innings, 4 innings. He actually hasn't given up 5 hits in a game all year, but he's not going super deep into the game, so it's kind of hard to
Yeah,
get a good read on that.
I think a lot of these are not starts as well, so we need to
Right.
add our did start filter back. But a good proxy of that is, did he throw 80 pitches? Did
Yeah.
he? That generally means he started. So yeah, why don't we put the pitch count there?
Yeah. So seems like once
70 maybe, yeah.
once he's been with, and it's hard to tell like how long he's been with Minnesota and that sort of thing. But it seems like Minnesota's using him more of as a traditional starter, trying to get outs. Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Right.
They can do anything with that. And you see, man, these guys have been striking out a lot. But with a low 3.5 K rate, of course, it's going to look like they've struck out a lot because the line
Right.
is just so low.
Right.
But yeah, that's exactly how I would do it. Just kind of filtering these markets, see what sticks out, where you can get some value.
I love a good kind of K's parlay.
Yeah, like
Some
a ladder type thing.
ladder or just 2 or 3 guys to strike out a lot of people. Those are fun to sweat.
Yeah, let's look at some overs here.
Verlander 3.5. He's been so bad.
Oh man, that's tough. That's a tough one to take. Lorenzen as well. Not much of a strikeout guy. But I mean, you're getting a lot of value here, a lot of value on ProfitX if that's something that you like.
Yeah. So I mean, who's he playing? He's playing the Rangers.
Rangers, yeah.
70% of pitchers this year against the Rangers have had over 3.5, which isn't saying that much, but
Yeah. How about Lorenzen himself? Let's see. I mean, from what I know, he's not much of a K guy, but you see fives and sixes littered in here.
yep.
About Texas in his career. Yeah, just one start, but it was a long time ago.
Yep.
Pitched pretty well. At home, honestly, you could probably look at outs here more than anything.
Yeah, he's kind of going deep.
Kind of going deep, and he threw a no hitter in 2023. That's insane. With 5 strikeouts and 4
5
walks.
strikeout no hitter. That's hilarious.
Imagine he gave up a run off one of these walks,
Oh my
but didn't give up a hit.
So yeah, only one of these games is from this season.
Yeah, win 18 outs. Pretty. Most of these pitchers are only going 15 outs, 5 innings against this team.
Yeah.
You have Seth Lugo threw 102 pitches, but to me, he's not. His pitch count is kind of low, right? For you run into trouble 1 or 2 innings, he gets pulled right at 5. I think that's a likely scenario today. He gets pulled right at 5 innings.
Yep.
And you're on it for the hook. That's how these books price these lines. They feel pretty confident he's going to get pulled at 5 innings. Got a couple of reposts in the stream. Appreciate you guys. Always appreciate reposts. Let's see. Let's go to the next game. We could always go to the Coors game.
Yeah, let's check it out.
What you got here?
Oh man, I mean, what's the run line? I always take anytime I see the Dodgers at Coors, I usually get schooled on Dodgers run line at -2.5 is pretty tough.
Yeah. 7.5 runs.
Yeah,
Team runs.
Yesterday, 3 runs. Yeah, that's why I have the 10th pick in my fantasy draft because they only put up 3 runs last night at Coors.
Yeah, you only see this type of number in Coors.
Yeah.
That is insane. What's Colorado at 4.5? They put up 8.
Yeah. Yep. I'm curious if you go back to the Dodgers, if you go away versus Colorado, how do they do at Coors? Looks like those filters aren't working right now. That's all right.
Again, just a beta.
Just a beta.
All these will be fixed.
So how about money lines at -196? It's hard to bet that.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, there was some money to be made here. Plus 229 on the money line there. But you're never betting that, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm confident about this."
Can you go to the sides tab?
Yeah, sides.
First 5 is usually more comfortable here. If you could scroll right on that table. Yeah, there you go. Looks like first 5, they've won 6 out of the last 10. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, a lot of 1-run wins in there.
Yep.
This is -5, +5, just hard to draw any conclusion from that. But with Dollander on the mound, I mean, just look at this.
Yeah, he's got a 9 ERA at home. What is nice about the first 5, and then you saw that -0.5 run line. You're basically converting that -200 money line into a -140 bet.
Right.
I know that it's possible the Dodgers would come back and win after the first 5. That's just not the most likely scenario. So in terms of these blowout games, I usually try to I'll give that half a run in the first 5, especially with Kershaw on the mound.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting that value, like you said, instead of taking, and then you're taking the bullpens out of it.
Exactly.
Because when the bullpen comes in, anything can happen in any game. You're betting on starting pitchers, for the most part, barring anything crazy happening. And yeah, I mean, so can we add this one straight to the slip as well?
Let's see. Can you click it?
I cannot.
No, we haven't added it on this side yet. So we'll keep that as a mental note.
Yeah.
Dodgers first 5 minus half a run.
But we will be able to add this.
Of course.
Yeah. So something that actually stuck out to me when I was doing this today is Dollander actually faced the Dodgers this year.
Okay.
And he actually had a pretty good start. So he pitched
I
7.
remember this. You really sold me. I was on the Dodgers.
But you sit here and you say, okay, he had a good start. He went 17 outs, but he struck out 1 guy.
Wow.
So these guys were putting the ball in play. And so let's kind of dive into it and see if was he getting lucky?
Yep.
Like line out, fly out, ground out, medium hit. I mean, these balls are getting hit pretty hard. That's Mookie. Look at Freddie. Lots of ground balls there.
Yep. Teo, same thing. Ground out, line out.
Yep. Couple ground. So he was inducing a lot of ground balls, it seems like. Which he's not had the best luck doing that this season. He's been a majority fly ball guy.
Yep.
Fielder's choice, ground out. This guy wasn't with the Dodgers at that time. He didn't play. He was not with the Dodgers then. So yeah, I mean, well, I guess he wasn't getting hit too hard, but they were putting the ball in play.
Absolutely.
I really don't know what to make of it. I think that the safest bet is that first 5.
Yeah. We could go ahead and look at that box score actually. If you want to click yeah, you could go to Dollander and then let's see, do you see that Dodgers game? Yeah. Is that
still lost 8-1? Yeah, 5.2 innings pitched.
Yeah.
3 earned.
Well, if you click that and then go view full box score, we can kind of get a sense of what happened. How did they get tagged for 8 runs?
The bullpen, yeah. So, and that goes back to the first 5, right? We talk about taking the bullpens out of it.
Yep.
Through the first 5 of this game, it was a 0-0 game.
Yep.
And then as soon as the bullpens came in, now Dollander was on the hook for these 3. But you take, Bird gave up 3 earned himself, and then just another run scattered across the other 2 guys.
That's interesting.
That's really cool. You can pull up the box score and kind of see exactly what happened.
Yeah, actually, this is super off topic, but I just saw this. So on the left sidebar where the games are, if you click final and then go to that Seattle game, this was wild. I think it was Castillo on the mound. The Phillies just went off. So if you click hit grid tab in the top, this will show you what everybody's odds were and whether they hit or missed. So obviously Castillo gave up 10 hits, but if you scroll down to the batters to the Philly side, it's just like Trey Turner, I think he went 5 for 6 with 4 singles and a triple, and he stole 2 bags yesterday. So I wish the Phillies were playing today because I'd be all over them.
Plus 3,000 on that triple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, maybe we should be reevaluating that Garcia triple.
That's insane. I wonder how many fantasy points that is. That's got to be like 50.
Well, if you click the prop progress tab at the top and scroll down and find Trey Turner, his total bases, he had 7 total bases, 10 hits, runs, RBIs.
That is crazy. I was like Nick Kurtz. He had 19 total bases
Is that
in the
his
game.
what? Did he have five?
He had 4 home runs
Yeah,
in the game. And I think he missed the 5th home run at the warning track or something like that.
that guy's a beast.
The only thing that Trey Turner didn't do yesterday was hit a home run
I know.
or get walked.
Yeah, he was too busy hitting the ball.
He just can't hit doubles though, I guess.
Yep.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, just you can just scroll through it and just kind of see Trey Turner pretty much all green. Schwarber,
Schwarber.
Bryce
Right.
Harper probably sold a lot of people, right?
Yep.
This is really cool. This gives you good analysis too, and you can come and look at any game you want.
Yep.
Just looking at final.
We started saving all the odds for all the games, so you can always go back, see what the odds were, see how players did. If you had bets, you could see how your bets did on the game. So yeah, I mean, going into NFL, we're excited for this because you're looking at an AFC North matchup, and you can just cruise through all the Bengals Steelers games you won in the past few seasons, see what the odds were, see how people did in those kind of conference games, and just dive in.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything that you want to talk about that maybe is necessarily not out yet, or plans for the future, or anything like that?
I think the main thing is we added a lot of live betting support. So there's no games on right now, but when the games go live, you'll see all the stats updating in real time. You'll see all the odds updating in real time. You'll see the same screen, but you'll see, all right, how many strikeouts does Perkins have now in the game? What inning is it? Who's on base? You'll see what were his odds for strikeouts. And then I guess he's not a good example because I don't think anyone's putting odds out on him.
Yeah,
And then you'll see what are his odds now. So you basically have the formula to look at what's happened so far in the game. What does this guy do historically? And you can kind of find similar games. Oh, he's in the 5th inning. How many strikeouts does he generally have when he goes that deep? And what are his odds now on strikeouts? So it's just going to be, you could watch the game on TV, on your laptop or your phone, pull up Doink, and you'll get all that kind of data as a heads up display when you're trying to bet live.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
we'll do a stream when there's games popping off here pretty soon, so we can kind of show that off.
Yeah, that'd be great. So how do we get back to that live screen from here?
The live screen for
Yeah, yeah.
so you'll only see it when the game goes live.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and you'll just see all the game stat updates in real time.
All right.
So let's see how much time we got here.
I'm good to go for a while or a little bit longer, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, let's find one more gem in these last 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it with the hit radar. So looking at our bet slips, we have Pages, bases, Garcia 1.5, and we also had the Dodgers first 5.
Yep.
Let's try to find a pitcher prop. We don't have any. We don't have any pitcher props so far. We can do it using the hit radar here. It's out, strikeouts. Anything else you want to add, or are you good with these 3?
That's good.
All right. Let's see here. All right.
Urania keeps popping to the top here.
Yeah, and we talked about it. I don't think this is a trustworthy one to go with today.
Oh, Luis Gills, has he been back?
Yeah, he's been back. He's been back a little bit. You want to dive into this one?
I think it's tough just because he was hurt all season.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how many starts he's had. I know he's made at least one.
It is a fun game though. Yankees Red Sox in the Bronx.
Yeah, I mean,
versus Gill.
based on this, it looks like he's made 3 starts, 2025.
Yep.
Okay. So, gone under strikeouts in 2 of his 3. John Mania, that's kind of insane, actually, that he's gone under.
Huh.
6 of 7 times. Now, he was coming off an injury.
Right.
So, it's fair to assume they were ramping him up in these starts. He wasn't getting, full allotment of pitches, so probably stay away from that one. Jason Alexander. Oh, there's not a lot of great pitchers going today.
No.
Giolito, Al's. Know about that. I don't know if we can take a pitcher today, based on what I'm seeing here.
All right, let's check out Gil.
All right.
Because you can find value in some of these grayer areas when a guy's coming off an injury. Or you can get absolutely fucked. It's one or the other.
So to me, the first thing I noticed, it doesn't seem like he's going to be limited in any capacity. He did throw 91 pitches and 83 pitches in his last 2 starts. Threw 77 in his first start, just wasn't very efficient.
Yep.
Faced some pretty good lineups. Houston's decent. St. Louis they're not great, but they're not a terrible offense.
How about the Sox at Yankee Stadium? So, yeah, why don't you select away as well?
Only one game this season.
One game. So that was versus a righty. What about versus a lefty? 3 games. Let's see. 9 hits. Yeah, I don't see much trends there.
Not much there. Let's see if anything sticks out in this game. So I would like to target Verlander. He's just not the same guy he used to be. We are getting some wind blowing out here as well.
Yeah. Any bombs?
Didn't see a lot of Dylan Cease stuff today in the hit rater. Didn't even know he was pitching. But he's just kind of he's a guy. He's just if you look at this, I guarantee you, it's gonna be all over the shop. Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna get from this guy. He's either coming out. I mean, even in these games that he gives up hits and runs, he's striking guys out. Then he has a rough starting, but goes 18 outs. Like, it's just the most random stuff. It doesn't go very deep, but gets a lot of strikeouts. So he's always a guy I hate betting on.
Yeah, he just got tagged by the Dodgers. Was it 10 earned in 3.1 innings?
Let's see if we can do anything here. I thought we had some decent data here. Not super deep. But Tatis, Machado. Maybe we could look at some pitch mix stuff here, see if we can draw any conclusions for like Machado or.
Yep. I think Manny went yard yesterday.
Yep. He did. Does he go back to back today? Double. Double fly out, pop out. All right, let's see.
Fastball.
Fastball, slider guy, and then he's just going to mix these pitches in. Not really giving up a ton, but not a lot of data there. Fastball's getting hit pretty hard, giving up 5 homers to it this season. Most of Manny's home runs have come off the fastball this year. Home runs are down for Machado this year.
Yeah, he is, 40% fly ball on the fastball, 26 barrel, and 99 off the bat. I don't hate it at Petco.
Yeah, let's look at Tatis, and then that'll be the last one. We can decide between Tatis or Machado.
Okay.
Hard hit single. One thing I do like about Tatis is we're seeing that he's hitting homers off the slider as well.
Yep.
Slider and 4-seam, whereas Manny was just hitting them off the 4-seam, really. 21% barrel rate. I mean, that's pretty good numbers there. Good exit velocity. Not a great fly ball rate. Mostly hitting line drives, so it would be more of a basis play.
Yeah.
For Tatis. Me personally, I'd probably lean Tatis here. What about you?
For a homer or bases?
For total bases.
I love it. Let's scroll down. Let's see the odds. Plus money on 1.5.
Man, that's not a super long odd there for a homer.
Yeah, I am curious. Can you go back to the Manny homer odds?
Yeah, let's do it.
390, same.
Roughly the same. You're getting some better odds on Fanatics there for Manny Machado bases. Plus 115, whereas I think Tatis was like plus 105.
Yep.
I do
Oh,
also like this as well, that it's going to show the pitcher on the other side, just kind of right here, all on one screen.
yeah, that was a nice addition. So you don't have to leave. If you like a guy, you want to take the bet, you don't have to leave the screen. You can just
Right,
track it right from here.
right. All right, up to you here. You want to go Machado or Tatis?
Let's go Fernando basis. I think that's the lock.
All right. Then we come down here and we can just bet it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't have Pinnacle, so I'm curious if you click that, what are we getting? Okay, yeah, we're getting about even odds on.
Yeah, just about anywhere you want to take it.
Yeah, so let's track it at the plus 100. Beautiful.
All right, we got the bets tracked.
Hell yeah, what do we got? Run it down.
We got Fernando Tatis over 1.5 bases at even money. Pedro Pages on Prize Picks today could be a nice parlay piece, just for a singular hit. It's all we're asking for today. This was kind of a plus EV look. He was ranging about minus 130 on the books. He's been really hot of late. I believe he had a single in like 6 of his 10 last games. And then we had Michael Garcia plus 110 today against Patrick Corbin on the mound. And we also had Dodgers first 5 run line, correct?
Yeah, minus a half a run at plus 130 on Profit X. So we'll keep that mental note there.
Yeah.
That bet's gonna hit. That's what I said last time with Lorenzen on the mound, but or Dollander, I mean. But yeah. Well, good shit, man. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. This is again the beta of our new site. We've been working on it over the summer, trying to just kind of upgrade everything about it. We made a massive UI overhaul. It should feel a lot better. You can track your bets. You can research live games, and we got a ton of shit coming out for college football and NFL. So stay tuned.
All right.
All right, guys.